love you, David.
That's my name. David is how it's pronounced with the Russian accent. David lied boat shots at.
Let's go. Good? Yep.
You alright there, Tom?
I thought for a second I thought he was gonna have broken his leg.
Yeah, just like that. Oh, you get them endorphins going.
Great shot.
A phantom massage.
No, no hard squeeze. Three, two, one, action! A wild David appears.
He's all like adrenaline out. You watched a few rugby videos before this. He's getting like psyched up. He's literally about to fracture my entire bone structure. But, you know, it's going to make the shot that much more better because I'm really scared.
3, 2, 1, action!
That's alright? Okay. Your eyes just peeking.
3, 2, 1, action!
David Lade has the mugging package, an incredible physique, charm, charisma, and influence, but what really sets him apart isn't just his body, it's the way he carries himself, inspires others, and balances his public and private life. Today, we are breaking down why David Lloyd has captured the hearts of millions around the world. So make sure you stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe to Titan Physique, and let's get to the video.
Both really successful from a young age. But Dave, I'll start with you. What do you think it is about you and the way you did things in fitness that made you so successful so early?
I mean, I think with many things, luck is definitely a massive component for that. That's a variable that like you can't put into control. I can't say precisely how much of it was that, but that was definitely a factor for sure. But some of the other things that I did was that I think at the time potentially separated me from other people. It's from my recollection, when I followed fitness from an early age, it was more so, you know, grown-up adults making content that was relatively serious and informative with just a small hints of playfulness. And I think that one of the reasons why I was able to be successful early on is because I was in high school, I was extremely young, and I was friends with people that were in high school as well. We were very passionate about lifting, and there was such a genuine authenticity with that was so overly apparent when you watch my videos, because when I made videos going to the gym, it came from such a pure place. Like, we did exactly what we were doing regardless. It just so happens to be filmed, and I think that I structured the videos in a way that was just engaging enough to retain an audience, combined with, you know, feeling the camaraderie of the video. And I think that was a massive component as to why I was able to be successful at such an early age, because I don't think anyone was doing that at that age and documenting it and showing it. And obviously luck and maybe, you know, several other things.
David Lade was born in January 29th in 1998 in Austria and raised in Atlantic City, New Jersey. His father sadly passed away when David was just 2 years old, and his mother immigrated to the US, opening up a restaurant to support the family. Growing up, David played hockey and enjoyed games like Magic, but he struggled with body insecurity. Often wore baggy hoodies to hide his frame, which fueled his desire to transform himself.
I mean, maybe a small amount of people know, but my father, he actually passed away when I was 3 years old. I was born in Europe, you know, during the Soviet Union era, and so my dad passed away, long story short, when I was 3. It was an unfortunate accident, and I personally, I don't really have much, you know, I don't have any like vivid memories, really any memories of him whatsoever. And then my mom essentially was like, okay, you know, I'm a single mom now, I'm in the Soviet Union, like, not the best situation, I'm gonna, you know, go to America for, you know, entrepreneurial reasons. It just seems, you know, the good moves to do. So, you know, move to America and stuff. And I've had like I've had like a stepdad and all that stuff, but it's it's really not the same as having like your true like biological father. So I feel like in me, the fragmented / missing father figure in my life probably played a role in making me more insecure than I otherwise would have been given my physiological state of affairs in terms of my skinniness or whatever, right? So maybe if there was like that, fatherly masculine encouragement in the background, then I would have, been, less psychologically dissatisfied with, how I look. Anything like super intense or passion in my life, so I was just like, I might as well be good at school, because if I can't be good at school, then what the fuck even am I? I'm just a shitty person. So I got decent grades, like ABs, like I got by. I'm just like flesh going through this vessel of the 3D world. So then in high school, like when I really got my like lifting bug and passion, there was like a linear decline in academic performance, right? And then at the very end of high school, like my senior year, like I was like relatively known and successful on like YouTube and Instagram and all that. So I definitely had like a lot of potential to go into this uncharted fitness YouTuber entrepreneurial space, which is such a new thing at the time, which in its own is also risky. But then I remember when Gymshark reached out to me like 2 months before graduating. I remember I was in like my anatomy and physiology class, and I got the email and I saw they were like alluding to the fact they wanted to work with me. So that's what gave me that extra teeny bit of confidence to go down the atypical non-white picket fence path. Because my entire senior year of high school, I would just get perpetual anxiety because the main topic of conversation amongst everyone would literally be like, oh, what college are you going to? This, that. I'm sitting here thinking, fuck, I don't know, I guess community college, just want to avoid these conversations, like that is counselors pressure me, shit, I don't know like what to do, right? So I would just kind of suppress, avoid it. And then, basically, at the end I realized, okay, I could actually go into this.
Yeah, once you had that like confirmation.
A major turning point came when David suffered a rare ice skating injury, a tear at his laser throat cancer. Confined to bed for over a month, he decided to make a transformation video just out of boredom, and that video gradually went viral, inspiring him to continue documenting his fitness journey and eventually leading to his sponsorship with Gymshark.
It's interesting, getting older now, getting a understanding how, someone that's older and more mature would perceive Z's, and just like how like reckless and out of his mind he was. But yeah, so, I just started working out very, very passionately, very intensely. And I would, take a lot of pictures, document my progress. And then I was maybe a sophomore in high school, 15, 16 years old. And I used to play ice hockey when I was younger. Then I actually stopped because I was so passionate about fitness. I wanted to, devote all my time into that. But then one time I just recreation went out to go skating with some of my friends, and then it was like a 2-hour public skate, and then towards the very end, before the Zamboni was about to go on the ice, clean everything up, one of the employees that worked there nonchalantly was like, yo, like, you want to race? And of course my ego was like, yeah, absolutely, let's race. So we're on the red line, 3, 2, 1, go, skating full speed, massive strides. And then when I get to the red line, I took a stride that was just a little bit too big, and I just heard a pop, fell directly to the ground. Went to the ER afterwards. Long story short, I realized that I broke my bone. It's actually a bone called the lesser trochanter. There's only like 33 people in the world that have gotten that injury.
Lesser trochanter?
Lesser trochanter. It's like at the top of the humerus, the ball. Like my muscle like ripped off like a quarter-sized piece of it, which was very, very strange. But because of that, I was essentially bedridden for like a month and a half. It took me like 15 minutes to like squangle over to the bathroom. That was like 15 minutes away. And after I beat all my video games, just sat there in complete boredom. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a transformation video, because like, why the fuck not? Okay. So then the template that I decided to make it off of was Z's transformation video, because like some fan-made transformation video existed of him online, which is picture, kind of hardstyle music. Yeah. So I did that. Just had a complete boredom, didn't have any expectations or goals from it whatsoever. I uploaded it, and then over maybe 1 or 2 years, it was slowly accumulating views. And by the time I was about to be a senior in high school, it had like a few million views. I was like, oh, holy shit, this is pretty cool. Right. Then I had an idea of, you know what? This video got really, really good views. I made a substantial amount of progress since then, and I've gotten way, way, way better pictures. I could make another transformation video that'll be way better than that one, and I could use copyright-free music so I could actually monetize the video, maybe make some money from it, and then I could take the money I make from that video and then, maybe get some camera equipment and then, do something vaguely resembling a YouTube channel like the people that I look up to.
Watching.
David Lade's physique, admired for his aesthetics and proportion, standing at 6'2" with broad shoulders and a narrow waist, he combines strength and visual appeal. He can deadlift 400 to 500 pounds, making him both strong and visually impressive. Many, debate whether he is natural, but David never claims to be. Regardless, his dedication and discipline makes his achievement inspiring for anyone striving to improve within the world of fitness.
Another thing, he's so strong at powerlifting, yet he doesn't ever compete in powerlifting. He's like world level powerlifting strength, but doesn't compete in a powerlifting meet. Usually, when you're extremely good at something, you play it and you compete in it. If you're 6'9" and can slam dunk, you don't walk by the basket and be like, nah, I know I can dunk, but I'm not even gonna bother trying. It doesn't interest me. He's all into powerlifting. He talks about it all the time. He sells programs. You know, he's got discount code supplements and the whole thing. He made a video called DUP Explain video. DUP is basically daily undulating periodization. And he went into detail describing it, and he's selling the program, and he's describing how when you're cut all the time and dieting it, you can keep your strength and do this and that, because that's what I do. He can't say, oh, just take Rad 140, take some Ostarine. No, you can't say it. Imagine the sales of the thing when he's got an online program. He's selling a 9-week program, an ebook, and he's got supplements for sale, and its codes are there and everything. You can't say, oh, buy this, by the way, I'm taking this. People are gonna be like, well, your results are from the supplements and not the ebook that you made. So it's like, it's a money-making thing. If he entered a powerlifting meet, would he enter a tested powerlifting meet? If he entered a tested powerlifting meet and lifted the numbers he lifts and passed the test, I would say, and make a video saying, he's natural, guys. He's a freak of nature. He's a 1 in a million. He's this and that, but he doesn't. Now, if he entered a powerlifting meet that was not tested, guess what we would all say? Oh, yeah, but you entered and you weren't tested, so obviously you're on something, because why would you enter a non-tested meet? So he doesn't enter powerlifting contests. Why? Because financially, it's like, and I'm not his financial advisor, I'm not his training partner, his coach, his doctor, endocrinologist, his mom and dad parents, and I don't take after him, look after him, not a social media advisor. I'm none of that stuff, okay? But I do know that if he did something, what the repercussions could be of that, okay? So by not entering a meet, it leaves the question off the table. It's like, it just ignores that and makes it easier on him.
David's charm, David's risk, David's seduction goes beyond his physical appearance. He is humble, humorous, and approachable in his content. He doesn't boast about his accomplishments, and he maintains a balance between public life and private life, which makes him relatable and genuine to his fans. Even times of him and Dylan talking about leftover pancakes really sets the nostalgia for original David Lade fans.
Let me see it. Open it up. Just open it. Let me see what it looks like. Let's see what our other restaurant looks like. See if it's... Yo, what's up? Dude, let me peek it.
What's that? I got water, bro.
What time is it?
8:30.
What happened to this big appetite I was hearing about?
What?
You know how nasty that is? I would not want to touch that.
I'm gonna eat it to get big. Have you eaten anything since that? No.
Muffin and cream.
Have you? A full one?
You know what's really funny though? These chocolate muffins from Sam's Club, it'll fluctuate between like 640, 620, and 600 calories. Just all the time, yeah, just fluctuates.
That's so weird.
Don't have that.
What do you mean? This is our table.
When we were at Brittany's.
What'd you have? What'd you get?
I had eggs and pancakes, and I had eggs and pancakes again.
Yeah. See,
Brian, did you think you were gonna come here, get good sleep, just train like an ox, but then you come to find out like there's a bunch of muffins and cookie dough?
Dude, there was a comment on your video, and it was like, wait, Ryan, I thought you were like cutting, like it doesn't really look like you were cutting. I was like, I fucking was cutting, but it's been a few days here.
Oh, cookie dough!
Nice day out. You guys were skating down in the AC and t-shirts.
You still got the dad hat on?
Yeah, I got the dad hat today.
So,
you get that hat, Dill? What, son?
Where'd you get that hat?
I got it from my son over here. Yeah.
Yo,
you got it to me. You got it for me for Father's Day.
So, what team is your son's soccer team playing against? Like,
what are you on Mainland United, right?
Yes.
Mainland
I'm like
United
that big dad with like my dad hat who like screams like across the field, and like the other dads have to tell their sons to not try as hard. He's like, you're like that dad that literally is like gets like in fights with a ref and stuff. Yeah.
It's like a big deal. He's been bad from banned.
I was literally looking at videos and literally this like 40-year-old man was screaming at this 5-year-old son for like not trying or some shit. I'm like, holy shit.
Well, I used to play street hockey hockey.
Competitive dads.
Oh, dude, when I played hockey, dude, there were some dads, dude. There were some dads and moms.
Dude,
that
at the street hockey court, they had to literally make a sign like, "This is just a game." Like
Right.
the parents, like literally, like the parents are like, just like sit down and watch. Like your kids are 12 years old.
Dude, literally in the AC skate zone, it says that too. Like, this is not the Stanley Cup. This is just a game.
Oh yeah, it
These are
does.
Kids. Yeah, it's hilarious.
One of the reasons fans love David Lade is his creativity. He combines fitness with high quality filmmaking, treating his content as an art form. The lighting, camera angles, and color grading make his physique look stunning while keeping the videos engaging and visually pleasing. So basically, David Lade is like the Batman of the fitness industry. Bro literally shows up once in a blue moon, and his content is so cinematic and clean the fuck up, bro.
Kind of regards you as that. So what made you pick up a camera in the first place?
Well, I think to go back super far, ever since I was maybe like 8 or 9 or 10 years old, I just always gravitated towards like cameras. Like I've seen many movies. I was always just in love with watching things, TV shows, whatever it may be. And yeah, I just got my hands on a camera relatively early, and some of the first few things I would film would be like magic tricks, because that was like one of my first hobbies. You know, as a kid, I was really into that, and I would just make YouTube videos like showing different kinds of tricks, different kinds of card flourishes, explaining how to do certain like magical routines, etc. So I always had a bit of a background when it came to just like editing things, and then that slowly transitioned over to making just random like YouTube videos. Like I would make like skits with my friends. I would get a green screen. I would, you know, record random people flying in outer space and like do pranks and all that kind of stuff. So I always had like a very basic elementary background with, you know, how cameras work, the basics of video editing, and I just always kind of had a drawing to that kind of, I guess, like art form, if you want to put it that way.
David's influence extends beyond lifting. He motivates people to pursue a better health, develop discipline, and chase creative passions. His journey from self-conscious kid to a global fitness influencer shows that consistency, passion, and smart work pays off eventually. So the overall conclusion is that David Lade isn't just admired for his body, his love for his personality, extreme fast talking, creativity, and the inspiration he provides. He shows the success is, you know, possible. Strength, aesthetics, humility, and artistry combined. Fans don't just want to look like him, they admire who he is as a person. That's why everyone loves David Lade. There's no hate from David Lade besides the fake netty accusations and the fact that David Lade never ever really came out and said that I am 100% natural makes him even way more loved, because he never even lied to anybody in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Unlike Michael Horan, who is just blatantly lying to our faces, and nobody who likes Michael Horan. But overall, if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, join Titan Physique, and turn on post notification to keep up with upcoming videos, because my videos are 100% W's. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
Oh no. Do you want this or?
Yes, please.
Okay. You want it now?
Yes, David.
You want to drink it right now?
Yes, I want to drink it right now. Come on. Let me see your phone.
They ghosted, it's fine.
They ghosted?
Yeah.
Bye, have a great time.